Yang Yang stood in the middle of a glittering hotel ballroom, surrounded by flashing cameras and stunned guests. Then, without warning, he dropped to one knee. The audience gasped, jaws dropping, as he held out a velvet box with a diamond ring that sparkled under the chandelier. "Will you marry me?" he asked in a trembling voice. But the most shocking part wasn't the proposal itself. It was who he was proposing to, an actress no one expected. Not a co-star from his famous dramas. Not a long-rumored partner. Instead, it was someone completely different, and the entire room froze, waiting to see her reaction. For years, fans have speculated about Yang Yang's love life. He has always been private, avoiding public scandals and rarely confirming any rumors. But on this night, his decision to go public stunned everyone. So, who was this mystery actress standing before him? And how did their story even begin? The actress was rising in popularity but not yet a superstar. She had worked in supporting roles, often overshadowed by bigger names. What no one knew was that Yang Yang had noticed her years ago, long before she caught the public's attention. According to those close to him, he first saw her on set while visiting a friend. She was playing a small background role, barely seen in the final cut, but her determination stood out to him. While most extras waited around impatiently, she stayed focused, repeating her lines quietly even though the camera wasn't on her. That moment stuck in Yang Yang's memory. Months later, fate brought them together again. She auditioned for a drama where Yang Yang was the lead. At first, producers doubted whether she could stand beside such a popular actor, but Yang Yang reportedly spoke up in her favor. "She has something special," he told them. Against the odds, she got the role. Working together on set, their bond grew stronger. But they kept it professional, at least in public. Behind the scenes, staff members noticed the subtle signs. He would always make sure she had water during long filming days. She would quietly bring him snacks when he skipped meals. It was small gestures like these that hinted at something deeper forming. Even after filming ended, the two stayed in touch. They were cautious, meeting in private to avoid paparazzi and keeping their connection hidden. For Yang Yang, who had endured endless dating rumors before, protecting this relationship meant everything. But as time went on, hiding became harder. Friends began to notice how he smiled whenever her name came up. She, too, seemed happier, glowing in interviews without ever revealing why. The industry whispered, but no one dared to confirm. Then came the night of the proposal. The event was meant to celebrate a new film premiere, not an engagement. Yang Yang had been invited as a guest of honor, and no one suspected anything unusual. But when he stepped on stage, instead of giving a simple speech, he turned toward her in the audience. The room fell silent. Guests clutched their phones, recording every second. He walked down from the stage, his expression both nervous and determined. Then, in front of actors, directors, producers, and countless cameras, he bent one knee and opened the ring box. Her hands flew to her mouth in shock. Tears welled in her eyes as the crowd erupted into whispers. No one had imagined she was the one who captured his heart. She had been standing quietly in the shadows of fame, and now the spotlight was burning brighter than ever. For a few seconds, the world seemed to stop. People leaned forward, desperate to hear her answer. Would she say yes? Would she turn him down in front of everyone? And then, she nodded. The word slipped out through her tears, yes. The ballroom exploded with applause and cheers. Cameras flashed like fireworks. In seconds, social media lit up with the news. Fans rushed online, asking, "Who is she? How did Yang Yang fall in love with her?" Her name shot to the top of trending lists. Overnight, the world wanted to know everything about her. Some fans were supportive, celebrating the couple. Others were shocked, struggling to accept that their beloved star was officially off the market. But for Yang Yang, none of that mattered. What mattered was that he finally made his feelings known. After years of silence, after keeping his heart locked away from the public eye, he chose this moment to declare his love. And the world will never forget the night when Yang Yang dropped to one knee and asked a question that changed both of their lives forever. By the next morning, every major entertainment outlet in China had the same headline: Yang Yang proposes at public event, who is the actress? Articles flooded the internet, analyzing every detail of the proposal. Reporters dissected her dress, her expression, even the way she held his hand as they left the ballroom together. Fans searched her past roles, digging up old clips from dramas where she had barely a minute of screen time. Suddenly, those forgotten moments went viral, with millions of views in just hours. Some fans were overjoyed. "He finally found someone who makes him happy," they wrote, flooding comment sections with heart emojis. Others weren't so sure. A small group questioned whether she was worthy of a superstar like Yang Yang. But instead of fueling negativity, her humble background and hard-working reputation slowly won people over. Many began calling her the Cinderella of the industry. A week later, she finally broke her silence in an emotional interview. With tears in her eyes, she said, "I never expected this. He has always believed in me when I didn't believe in myself. That night, I wasn't just saying yes to a proposal. I was saying yes to a man who has been my anchor in this stormy world." Her words touched fans deeply. The clip spread online, and thousands commented that her sincerity made them respect her even more. For Yang Yang, the proposal wasn't a spontaneous act, it was planned for months. Close friends later revealed he had been waiting for the right moment. He knew proposing publicly would shock the world, but he wanted to send a clear message: he wasn't hiding anymore. "If I'm going to spend my life with her," he told a friend, "the world should know." After the proposal, the couple continued to face the pressures of fame. Paparazzi followed them everywhere, tabloids speculated about wedding plans, and fans debated constantly online. But instead of shrinking away, they stood strong together. Whenever they appeared in public, they held hands boldly, no longer afraid of whispers. Their love story began inspiring others in the industry. Younger actors started speaking more openly about their relationships, crediting Yang Yang for breaking the silence. Fans, too, began to realize that behind the glamorous screens and celebrity image, actors are human beings searching for love like anyone else. Months later, rumors swirled that a secret wedding was already being planned. Social media buzzed with alleged guest lists and possible locations. While neither Yang Yang nor the actress confirmed anything, their fans couldn't stop speculating. Would it be a grand ceremony in Beijing? A quiet destination wedding abroad? The mystery only fueled more excitement. What began as a shocking public proposal turned into a love story that captured millions of hearts. In a world where fame often tears people apart, Yang Yang and the actress proved that courage and sincerity could bring two lives together.